So just to be clear, liberation doesn't actually happen. Nobody gets liberated, and Kosi's not liberated. Nobody.
Liberation was for the ego to use it as a goal to like go towards.
Yeah, it's another exactly. It's another story. It's another fancy story.
Yeah.
But it's
Endless searching.
but it sounds so lofty. Oh, I'm gonna get spiritual enlightenment. Oh,
Yeah.
dirty money. I don't need that.
I'm superior.
Yeah, Jesus was a beggar, so I could be a beggar.
I'll be the better martyr than you are.
Exactly. Let me tell you about my suffering.
We always want to be the best.
Yeah, so nobody's doing this moment.
Yeah, so this is like kid energy, like child energy. Well, it's just joyous and free. And I don't think that this world really belongs to the adult who's serious. Because Jesus said, unless you become like children, you can't enter this. You can't know this, even though we can't know this, but you'll always be searching.
Yeah, just to tell a story,
Yeah.
a little teeny tiny story. Once this idea of ownership, however it comes about, that's my binky, that's my rattle, that's my blankie, that's my crib, something clues you that, oh, that as soon as there's that, there's two. There's me and there's the thing I own.
Yeah. Me
And
and mine.
yeah, and it just it's like giving candy to a baby. It just wants more. God damn, the sugar is good. I want more stuff, more toys, more things. And so that's what's shared here at this meeting is there simply are no things.
Hmm. It's like a painter painting his art and then you just walk into the painting. Like you pretend it's a pretend world. Nothing's happening though. I don't know. It's just this me that's separate.
It's it's
But
un,
it's not
it's
happening.
it's unbelievable, right? This is unbelievable. Like this can't be believed. And that's the funny thing. Everyone's running around, so to say, believing this, that, and the other, you know,
Yeah.
all these stories. And that's fine. That's this too. But there can also be a loss of interest in any story.
The loss of interest and it's happening for no one. It's already kind of like preordained or something, even though it's spontaneous.
Yeah. Well, even the way you got your so-called name was given to you by your parents. You didn't pick it. So right there, the thing that you identify with so tightly, you didn't even get to choose it.
Oh my gosh, I never thought about that one. So there's no world and there's no one watching.
Yeah.
Even though it feels like somebody's always watching.
Well, have you been able to find that one?
No, but it's
And I ask that of everybody. Have you ever been able to find the watcher right now? The thing that's watching what's going on right here? This? Like you can't get far enough back to get behind it to see who's,
because it's just it's ungraspable. Like it's just it's not there, but it feels like it's there.
yeah.
Maybe
And if
there's
it doesn't,
only the only world and only watching. So it's not going somewhere to see the watcher. There, that can't be, because that's dual. There's only watching
Yeah.
now. And yeah, only the world only watching now.
have you ever had a dream within a dream? So just because I'm thinking you'll have like three levels. You'll have the dream within the dream, and then you'll have the waking. And it's like different levels, all happening simultaneously.
Hmm.
Maybe different stories on different levels, but it's all happening at the same time, and it's not happening at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of like a juggler throwing his balls around, like multitasking. Like there's a lot of stuff going on, it seems like. All
Yeah.
at the same
But as
time.
you just said, there seems like there's a ton of stuff going on every second, and at the same time, nothing's going on.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. I think about people who are really busy in their life and they've got a lot of things on their plate. It's like there's there's nothing really. It's just imagined. And who's imagining it? I'm not responsible.
And maybe you are the watcher.
Then and there's no you. There's just the watcher. But there's
Well,
nobody watching the watcher. So
there,
nobody owns the watcher. There's just the watcher. That's just what's happening. It's just
yeah,
another,
but
it's a hollow, empty shell.
maybe not. I'm saying maybe you are the watcher, but I'm not speaking you personally. I am the watcher, whatever. You are the watcher, but we just don't seem to know the you.
Hmm. I just saw eyes in the whole universe, like everywhere. There was just eyes everywhere. There wasn't any place where there wasn't an eye, like an eyeball, like looking.
Right. Which may be you. You are that.
Yeah, it's like there's an
We are that.
intimacy. Like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's an intimacy there. But really isn't anybody to have the intimacy. Can't own it. No, it's my intimacy. It's very possessive. And it's so possessive is because it's actually possessing the belief in a body. Isn't that a violation of this? Mm.
It says one big eye.
Sweet, sweet
One
love.
big eye looking, one big eye looking at itself.
It can't see itself. Oh, okay. It's just looking. That's all there is. And there's nothing to look at. It's just
You know, sometimes Jim Newman, I was looking at Jim Newman's YouTube page, and the background that Jim had was the colors of the rainbow spectrum. Not like a rainbow, but the color spectrum, the rainbow
beautiful.
color spectrum. And I was, you know, because sometimes he'll talk about that really there's just shapes and color,
Mhm.
you know, shapes, colors, and then all that sound.
And
So,
then borders come in. Like,
well, it's where one color ends and another color begins. We call that, oh, well, that's different because the color seems to change. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest here because he didn't even do his own meeting last Sunday, so we're very lucky. Nkosi, welcome.
Hi, Micah.
hello.
I want to match Nkosi here.
Yeah, it's very cold here. It's winter time.
Mhm.
Oh, how cold is that? Probably over. Is it room temperature?
Yeah, the room temperature and even outside. Yeah, it's very cold.
That's very cold. That's actually quite nice up here in British Columbia.
So
Yeah.
Nkosi, could you talk about the one?
Sorry, come again? The one?
Talk about the one.
The one.
The one that got away.
I can take my hat off.
The one what?
The one.
The
The one. The one.
the
The one.
beloved. The
The
beloved.
one. I guess the this. I'm calling it the one.
Yeah,
The all-encompassing. Yeah.
yeah, this as it is already nameless, but it can be called so many names. It has been given so many names. Yeah. And it's not a thing. It can never really be pointed at, because even that which seems to be pointing to it is already it. So there is no separation. There is no one to know the one.
I love that.
It's just one. So this is already nothing being everything, or being every apparent thing. It can never be grasped. It can never be known. It can never be understood, because there's no separation. There's already nothing sticking out on its own. There's simply just this, which is already everything. That which seems to be looking for it that which seems to be searching for it is already it. So there's no one who's searching already. Therefore, there's no one to fall away. There's no one to get anything. What seems to be the knower is already that which can never be known. So there is no real separate knower. There's just this, which is already unknowable, indescribable. There is already no seeker. There is already no seer. There can be a seeking, which is just happening to no one or no one. I would say there's just nothing seeking, nothing looking, and nothing to get. And nothing being sought for. So everything is empty. In the story, this may seem to be going somewhere. Something may seem to think that maybe by listening to this message, I will eventually find what I'm looking for. But that thinking as it is already this. There is really nowhere to get to. There is really nothing to achieve. And there's no one to get to anywhere. There's just this, whatever that seems to be arising, emotions, thinking, sensations, the room, smile, thinking that there's something to get, giving up, frustrated. It doesn't belong to anyone. It's just what's happening. And it's not personal. Everything is already impersonal. Even the one who seems to say, I can't get it, that is already impersonal. There's no one there who says, I can't get it, or who thinks I can't get it. So the seeker can never really find what it's looking for because it doesn't exist already as separate from this. So there's no real seeker. Therefore, it can never really collapse or fall away. This can never really be found because it's never lost. Somebody thinking that I'm on the way, I'm getting it, I'm getting closer, it's just a story.
Mm.
It is already empty. There's no one doing it already. I would say it's just an empty appearance in this. It's going nowhere. There is no individual here. This doesn't see the other. Yet seeing the other is already just this. Seeing the other is not wrong or right. It's just what's happening. Even not seeing the other, it's just what's happening. It's just this already. So there is no escape. And there's no one to escape. There's just this, whatever is happening, that seems to be happening. Asking questions, giving answers, not being satisfied, being satisfied, laughing, getting angry, losing hope, finding hope. Everything is an expression of that which can never be known, of that which can never be grasped or understood. Because there is no one separate from this to know this. There's just this. Even that's which seems to think that it's separate, it's just this already. So there's no one separate from this already. So this is beautiful for no one. Yeah,
I think
that's
there's
what's
still
so
fear
beautiful.
of the nightmare. Nobody wants a nightmare. It's the feeling,
Yeah,
forest
it's just what
fires and, all that kind of stuff becomes nightmarish. Even though it's not happening, but it's not preferred.
yeah, it's this already. It's
Just
this already. High or low, left or right, top or bottom, thinking or not thinking, being frustrated, getting clarity or not getting clarity, seeking, meditating or not. Everything, everything is an expression of this. And there's no one to know this. There's just this. The one.
Thank you. Thank you for answering my question. And it's all so beautiful. It's all so beautiful.
I have a question and it's just popped up. So it's always going to be a picture show? Is that what this is? A picture show? And will it ever be, it's always just going to be a picture show? Or
There are no limitations.
do the forms disappear? I guess so.
There are no limitations.
Right.
This may appear as anything,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I know it's not good or bad, but it feels good right now in the moment.
Beautiful.
We like surprises. It's a surprise. I was talking about it earlier today, about that anticipation of a surprise. And it's just right happening in the next second.
Yeah.
Any last comments or questions before we close out this evening?
All I can say is that this has been such a joy. And lots of gratitude.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Nina, Dawn, Dan, Cedric, Nkosi, Anon, Faith, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, everybody.
Give.
Right.
Bye.
Good week.